All right, let me ask you something a little crazy. What if I told you that aiming for a goal 10 times bigger than your current one could actually be easier than just trying to double it? I know, it sounds completely backward, right? But today, we're going to unpack this paradox that suggests massive growth actually requires less stress and less grind, not more.
I mean, really think about this question. It challenges everything we've ever been told about the grind, you know? That whole slow and steady wins the race thing. But what if that path is actually a trap? See, this isn't just some catchy phrase. It's a whole strategic framework for rethinking how we achieve, well, pretty much anything significant.
So let's look at the numbers here, because they tell the story. The 2x path, the one that seems logical, actually creates way more complexity and leads straight to burnout. But the 10x path, it flips the whole script. It's not about pushing harder, it's about applying less but incredibly focused effort to create the leverage you need for those huge results. So let's dive into why that familiar path of just trying to do a little bit better, that 2x path, is really a trap. It feels so safe and logical, doesn't it? And that's exactly why it's so deceptive. It's why so many people get stuck. Think of it like this. The 2x mindset is all about adding more. More tasks, more hours, more meetings, more complexity. It's like you're trying to run faster, but you're still inside the same maze. You're not actually getting closer to the exit, you're just building more walls and running into more dead ends. It leads to total overload and a complete lack of focus. And this is what the authors call the survival zone. Does this sound familiar to you? Your calendar is just packed, you're constantly putting out fires, and you end every day completely exhausted. You're putting in all this effort, but the needle just isn't moving on the things that truly matter. It's the absolute definition of high anxiety for low impact.
Okay, so the only way out of that maze is not to run harder, it's to change your perspective completely. And this right here is the crucial turning point. The solution isn't more effort, it's a fundamental shift from that incremental, step-by-step thinking to true exponential thinking.
You just cannot hustle your way to 10x. It's not possible. Exponential growth doesn't come from working more hours. It comes from having the clarity to see the very few things that actually matter, and then having the courage to ruthlessly eliminate everything else. It's about a total redesign of your approach, not just a simple tune-up.
Now, here's the idea that I find the most profound. A 10x goal isn't really about the achievement itself. It's a forcing function for your own personal transformation. To get there, you literally have to become a different person. Your old habits, your old beliefs, your old identity, they simply can't make that journey with you. And a huge part of this new identity is changing how you measure your progress. You see, most of us live in the gap, constantly looking at how far we still have to go, which just creates anxiety and dissatisfaction. The 10x mindset, though, it focuses on the gain, measuring backward to see how far you've already come. This is what builds the confidence and the momentum you need for that next big leap. Okay, so we get the mindset. Now let's get practical. How do you actually do this? Here are two powerful frameworks to help you move from the messy complexity of 2x to the beautiful clarity of 10x. The very first tool is the elimination framework, and it starts with subtraction, not addition. Before you even think about what to do, you have to decide what not to do. So step 1, you radically eliminate the 80% of activities that produce almost no results. Then, you delegate what's left that isn't your unique strength. And finally, you systemize all those recurring tasks to free up your mind. Now, that entire framework really hinges on this core concept of unique ability. And this isn't just what you're good at, it's that magical zone where your greatest skills and your deepest passions overlap to create something that the world finds incredibly valuable. This is the engine of your 10x growth. So how do you find this unique ability? Well, it's the intersection of 4 key things. First, an exceptional skill, something you are truly world-class at. Second, a passionate interest in that skill, work that actually energizes you instead of draining you. Third, an inherent motivation, a drive that comes from within, not from external praise. And finally, market value. It has to be something people will actually pay for. When those 4 pieces click together, you've found your 10x engine. And when you apply these tools, when you really commit to this way of thinking, the result isn't just about business growth. It's about a fundamental change in your quality of life. And that brings us to the true reward of all of this, the 4 freedoms. First up is the freedom of time. This is the ultimate currency, isn't it? It's not about having nothing to do. It's about having complete control over your one non-renewable asset. It's the freedom to spend every single minute exactly how you choose. Next, there is the freedom of money. And look, this isn't just about being rich. It's about money becoming a tool that removes constraints. It opens up all these possibilities for your own life and lets you make a much bigger impact on the world around you. Then we have the freedom of relationship. This is about being intentional, proactively designing your social and professional circles. It means you choose to spend your time only with people who challenge you, who inspire you, who energize you, and you eliminate all those draining or negative interactions. And finally, the most profound of them all, the freedom of purpose. This is the freedom to spend your life doing work that truly matters to you, work that feels like your unique contribution to the world. And this is really where 10x stops being just a business strategy and becomes a philosophy for a well-lived life. So let's bring this all back to one single actionable idea. The 10x journey doesn't start with a new to-do list. It starts with a stop-doing list. The real question isn't what you need to add to your life, but what you need to subtract from it. So I'll just leave you with this thought. What one thing could you eliminate today to create the space for your 10x future?